I get to take the cover off because it's done. I never read books with dust jackets on. Fun fact, I always take the dust jackets off my books before I read them because I don't want to damage the dust jacket. And I think that's really funny because obviously the whole point of a dust jacket is to protect the book, but like as readers we take the dust jackets off to protect the dust jacket.
Hi guys, so today I have a video that I've been waiting to film for a really long time, and it is a review of The Priory, the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. For those of you guys that didn't know, I picked up this book like a year ago and I went to the signing and I met Samantha, and it was just such an amazing experience. And I started reading this back then and I loved it so much that I couldn't bear to continue. Like, I know it sounds so stupid, but I've actually seen some people talk about this on Twitter, so I'm not the only one. But I genuinely wanted this to last so long that I just kept putting it down. I'd pick it up and I'd read 100 pages, I'd read 50 pages and I'd put it down, and I couldn't cope with it. And then I hit about 150 pages and I just thought, I can't not read this. Do you know what I mean? I just had to pick it up and I flew through it. I read it so quickly. And this is just over 800 pages, so it's fairly long, but just to put that into perspective, I think, I can't remember which one it is. Is it Game of Thrones or is it Clash of Kings? One of these two is about 1,000 pages, so 800 pages is really not that bad. So if you are someone who really wants to read this book and have been putting it off because of the size, don't. It's worth it. This book was phenomenal. Like, I cannot even put into words how much this book blew me away. Like, I can't. So in this book we follow multiple perspectives, we follow multiple different places, different countries within this world, and we follow different groups of people. It's absolutely fascinating the way that Samantha wrote this book, like the way that everything works together and comes together, but it just all works so separately. It's just incredible. Honestly, I have just never read anything like this before. I'm going to try and split this review into sections to kind of try and make a little bit more sense than most of my videos normally do. But we're going to start with the characters. So I'm just going to talk vaguely about all of the main characters because I don't want to give a lot away. I don't want to give you any spoilers. So we're just going to dust the surface, shall we? Right. So I'll start with Ede because Ede is just like my favourite. She is amazing. So Ede is basically sent to watch over the Queen in Innis, and things happen. This is the thing with videos. When I make reviews, I really want to just tell everybody what I think, and I can't because it's a review. It's not a spoilery discussion, it's a review. But Ede is incredible. She's strong, she's physically strong, she's mentally strong, she's very determined, she's very passionate, she cares a lot about other people, but also about the opinions of other people in the best way. She always does what's right, and that's something that I find very interesting because she's she's not perfect. There's a lot of times in this book where she gets injured, and I think in so many books there's like this situation where a main character will get injured in a battle or something, and then the next chapter it's like, oh well, you know that arrow that literally like went through like their chest, oh it's just a bruise, they're fine. And it's just like, that's just not gonna happen. But I really like the fact that Samantha, when her characters get injured, she doesn't just forget about it in the next chapter. There's discussions of these injuries, and I just want to say that I appreciate that because it really bugs me when I read a fantasy book and someone gets like stabbed through the chest or something, and then the next chapter they're fine, they've had a bit of a rest and they're okay again. But I really enjoyed that. But anyway, back to Ede. She's, as I said, she's very passionate, so that was something I really enjoyed reading about, the way that she kind of fought for what she wanted and what she knew was right. I really enjoyed that. Sabran as well. I'll call her Sab because everyone calls her Sab. Sab is amazing. Sab is the Queen of Innis. She's very determined. She's very unsure. She's been brought up obviously to be the Queen, and she's had a lot of pressure on her. She's got a lot of people telling her what she's got to do, what she can't do, what is expected of her. And I love the way that it shows how she's determined to do what's right, whether she thinks other people want it from her or not, but also how she is very negatively impacted by these other people having so much control over her. And I thought that was really interesting because, again, you don't tend to see that in books that often, where you actually see how much of an emotional and mental effect that these people have on a queen or a person of authority when they're not necessarily wanting to be there. But I found this so interesting, like reading about her and the way that she interacted with the other characters, the way that she learned about her world was just amazing. Loth is one of the best main characters that I've ever read about. I think the way that he deals with situations is just incredible. He's so realistic, but also so fantastical. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's the thing. I love realistic characters, but I love characters that are pure fantasy, and he is just, I just think he's fantastic. Kit, I really enjoyed Kit, and like both of them together was just a comedy duo. I adored it. Also, I'm not gonna talk about too many of the characters because I don't want to give too much away about the plot, but Margaret, or Meg, is literally one of the most precious characters I've ever read about, and I just adore her. She's so sweet, she's so kind, and she's so strong and fearless, and she's just awesome. I love Meg. One thing that I really also enjoyed about this was the religious element, because there are a lot of different religions kind of going against each other, and they all kind of like lead to the same thing, but they're all very different. It's very, very interesting, and as someone that follows a religion that is not necessarily like the norm, I find it really interesting learning about different religions that are either real or made up. But I found the religious aspect of this very, very entertaining and interesting. It's very unique, and I really liked seeing the way that different characters got over their differences in terms of religion and belief, and I think that was a very good addition to the plot. And I think it developed the characters so much more, so I would like to see more books with religious aspects in them. So if you have any suggestions for books with religious aspects similar to this, then let me know in the comments. Also, the dragons. I love dragons. If you guys didn't know, dragons are like my favourite mythical creature. I love them. They are incredible. And I really enjoyed the dragons in this book. The way that the magic system in this book works is just phenomenal. It's so unique and well developed and detailed. It's so rich. It's incredible. And I really enjoyed the way that the dragons played into that. I thought it was fascinating, and the way that there's like the eastern dragons are different, and it was just really, really interesting, and I would honestly pick this up just for the dragons if you like dragons. Here's a book with dragons and it's 800 pages, so perfect. Yeah, I'm really struggling to know what to tell you because there's so much in this that like I want to talk about, but it's just like spoilers. There is also the kind of training aspect to it if you're someone that really enjoys the kind of like battle and physical side of fantasy books. There is that in here because we have Tane, who is basically she's training to become a dragon rider, and I adored her perspective. I thought she was she's just a really cool character. She's someone that I feel like everyone would want to be friends with, but she's just really like unique and kind of dark and mysterious, but in the best way. She's very, very cool. And I really enjoyed watching her interact with the other characters as well, because the thing is, they're all from very different parts of this world, and not all of these different places get on with each other politically, so it's very interesting. And I just think this book is just so incredible. It's written so well. Everything about it is beautiful. So if you want to pick up a book that is beautiful, that is written exquisitely, that has dragons in it, that has fighting in it, that has battles in it, that has magic in it, that has romance in it. There is a lot of romance. Well, I think there's a lot of romance. There is romance in here in different ways, and there is also a very strong and beautiful, I don't want to use the word beautiful again, but very strong and beautiful female relationship in here. So if that's something you're looking for as well, perfect for you. So I'm going to do a spoilery book talk on this, I think, because I'm really struggling to get all of my thoughts into this video and keep it spoiler free. So this video has been a mess, as all of my book reviews are, but there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyway. Let me know if you'd like to see a spoilery discussion of this. Also let me know if you've read Priory the Orange Tree, and let me know what you thought in the comments. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and you'll see me in the next one.